Welcome to the Buccaneers Observer. This is Ralph Phillips. Uh-oh. Looks like I might have some cam issues here. No. Let me see what we got going on. I was in a rush today. I actually had plenty of time to get this done, but it didn't let me. Had to kick kids out of my office. Anyhow, we are working on the last of the third quarter and going into the fourth quarter today on all 22 of the Buccaneers at Jets preseason week 2 game. Now, we've seen some interesting things so far. One of the things is, how in the world did the Buccaneers win this game? Because they didn't play all that great. It wasn't like they dominated the game. If you look at the scoreboard, it looks that way. But I think that we've kind of come to the conclusion that it was Kyle Trask who tipped the scales in the favor of the Buccaneers. He played better than Zach Wilson did. Zach Wilson had some bad throws and made some bad decisions. Kyle Trask was pretty good in his decision-making, and he threw good passes. Now, both teams had bad wide receiver play. Both teams had a lot of dropped balls, and it was just bad in that standpoint. The New York Jets defensive line, much better than ours, and our offensive line had a tough time with their defensive line. So, with all that being said, it was turnovers. Buccaneers won the turnover battle and the play of Kyle Trask. So, we've also got some news. Let me see. Logan Hall has been announced by Todd Bowles as the starter. He's going to be a starter for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that one kind of shocks me. It really does. Even in the preseason, I thought Greg Gaines played a lot better than Logan Hall. He just doesn't impress me at all. He makes, I don't know what to say. But, he was our first pick last year. I feel like we feel like we need to get him out there. But I have not seen, in 2 years, anything from him. Or 1 year. Last year, nothing. This year in the preseason, he's played a lot of snaps. Just haven't seen anything. Shaquille Barrett is going to be wearing number 7 now. He's changed his number from 58 to 7. And I think it has something to do with his daughter or rebirth or something. It's, he's got some issues. So as much as I dislike the players changing numbers and especially changing the quarterback numbers, because it really confuses me when I'm watching game film. With Shaq Barrett, I give him an exception. I'll give him an exception for anything, to be honest with you. Dave Canales had a presser today, as well as head coach Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles' was 3 minutes long. He, of course, acted like he didn't want to be there. But Dave Canales, he always does good pressers, but he said a few good things that I really like to hear. One is he said football is all about one-on-one matchups, which that's my type of talk right there. He's not a clipboard carrier. He believes in mano a mano, beating your man. And he said that emphatically. He was like, we are out there to judge and see who is beating their blockers, who is blocking well, who can run with the ball, who can get yards after the catch. He said that's what they were looking for in preseason. He said they had a very limited offensive playbook, and their main thing was talent evaluation on who wins their one-on-one matchups, which I loved to hear that. Love to hear it. So anyhow, let's get into this reviewing the all 22. You're gonna have to bear with me with my camera glitch in there. That's annoying. That is annoying. Let me see something real quick. I am going to try something. You guys bear with me. Bear with me. I'm still here. See if that fixes it. I think it did. All right. Let's do this. Okay, we are at 7:44 in the third quarter. Man, we did not get a lot done yesterday as far as the third quarter. We gotta burn through this. Let's go quick. Let's do this. That's Wolford in there. And Laird. So we're down to our third string guys. Who screwed up there? Who screwed up here? Oh, I think we looked at this already. Oh, yeah, it was this block. Yeah, we did this yesterday. That block, he missed his guy. He missed 38. All right, let's move on to the next one. Here we go. This is 3rd and 7. So what do we want to see? We want to see somebody get open downfield. Here is the sticks. We got 3 routes going past the sticks. No check downs. Nobody getting open. Oh, he's open. Ooh, Jets screwed up there. Look at this. They got 2 guys covering this guy. That was a big screw up. Does he? Oh, he doesn't see it. Oh, but this guy gets open. What? And the Jets secondary, I'm not impressed with them at all. Defensive line's great. What's up, Hudson? Show? Oh, great, man. Glad to hear that. We're going to be here all season. Hopefully, our plan is to do live streams during the season. I'm surprised he got open because he had 2 guys. Look, they really messed up on their coverage. This guy right here and this guy right here. Look at this. Look, he had this guy wide open, but he ends up hitting this guy. How he got open, I don't know. Wolford with the big hit. Yeah, Hudson, if you ever listen to podcasts, me and my co-host Molly, I call her co-host, but she's actually my wife. She is my wife and my co-host. We do podcasts, and we post them on YouTube, but it's mainly, it's more of an audio thing. What? 73 has a hard time here. Does he get a piece of him? Yeah, he grabs hold of Wolford's shirt right there. So it was good. Wolford got that one out and was able to be on target. Somewhat. Wasn't the best pass in the world, but he got there. All right, 1st and 10 from New Jersey's 30. Oh, here we go with that rollout again. Man, we do this so much. And in preseason week 2, Trask did it a lot. Baker Mayfield is much better at this than any of the 3 quarterbacks we have. He's the best. But we don't really have anybody he could have hit him. He should have hit him. But he goes for the low guy. So we had 2 guys. We get a lot of guys open on that play. I like that play. One thing Dave Canales has said, which this is an unusual thing to hear, is he said they're going to run a lot of the same plays out of different formations because he wants the guys to be really good at a few things. And he wants to show a lot of different looks, but the same play. So we're doing this a lot. We're doing this, play action. All the blockers are going in one direction, making the defense look like, we're running to one side. Then we boot, and we got all of our receivers going this way. So we got 3 receivers. 2 of them was open. He throws to the short one. He could have gone deep. But hey, we ended up getting yardage, so that's what matters. But Dave Canales, with his statement, I find it very strange. I've never heard a coach say it that way. Usually it's the other way around. You get, a bunch of different plays out of the same formation. But we're going to be doing a very few amount of plays out of a bunch of different formations. Man, what happens here? We got 2 guys blocking here. I don't think that's supposed to be happening. And 69 looks like he's holding, who's that, 77? School. He grabs School, so School can't get out to block. That's a typical technique that defensive tackles do. They'll grab. Yeah, you can see he's got his arm on the outside, clamps onto him, won't let him get out to the second level. Hey, thanks, Ramblin'. I appreciate that. Ramblin' Rhinos. Is that a team name? The Ramblin' Rhinos. It should be. Wasn't there rhinos in that movie, Any Given Sunday? Wasn't that one of the football teams? You know, originally in that movie, he had licensed with the NFL. The director did. Who was it? Stone? Oliver Stone? And he had licensed with the NFL, but then they ran into issues because of something. I can't remember. So they had to make up all these names. There was the Sharks, and I think the Rhinos were one of them. There's nobody open here. Oh, this is false start. Okay. You see the flag here. I saw the ref doing like that, and I was like, what's going on? So it's false start on Mulchin. So where is Mulchin? Does anybody know Mulchin's number? I will get it here in just a second. I tried using my sheets. Molly printed me out some sheets, but I just could not see them. Number 75. So 75 is the center. Okay, so we're down to our fourth string center here. Cool, Jim. Appreciate it. We're going to live stream as much as we can during the season. I want to be able to do, who does he hold? He's not even blocking anybody. Okay. They obviously called the wrong person. Who is holding? Must have been 73. Who is 73 is, I do not have a 73. Oh, that's Walton. Brandon Walton. He's still out there. Okay, did we look at anybody else? All right, we got a simple 5-man front. It's 3rd and 6, so they know we're going to pass it, and they drop their middle guy back, bring 4 on the edges. They almost get to him. Cody. Is that Cody still out there? Okay. So it was a false start on Mulchin. Oh, I thought it was holding. Okay, let's watch him for the false start. False start on the center? No way. What? How do they get a false start on the center? That doesn't make any sense. Real quick, I want to go back and see if we can see here. Does he lift the ball? Man, I don't see it. How are they calling false start on the center? Maybe because he rocks back like that? Right there? I don't know. These refs. Power hungry. All right, 3rd and 11 from the Jets 31. This is 5:08 in the third quarter. And we run it. Dave Canales talked about this in his presser, too, because he was asked why they ran so much on 3rd and long. And he said, we will run on 2nd and long and 3rd and long because you catch the defense off guard and you end up getting a lot of yards, making it 3rd and short or 4th and short. And we end up being 3rd and 11 here, but it's a penalty on Tampa Bay 77. Gosh darn it. Right here. School holds. Right there, yeah. You can see his jersey being pulled up. Right there. Dang it. But they now says that they're going to do a lot of running on 2nd and 3rd and long because it catches the defense off guard, and it makes it, if it's 2nd and long, you'll catch them off guard, and if you need 10 yards, you'll generally get 7 or 8, so that'll make it 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3, which is what you want. And he said on 3rd down, you catch them off guard, you might get a 4th and 1, and chances are pretty good they're going to go for it on 4th and 1. So that was good. Good pass. Good decision. He ain't got nothing anywhere else. He could have hit this guy, though. Dang. He's wide open. There's nobody near him. But every time we've gone to the left, man, we've got clobbered. All right, so that was 3rd and, what was that, 2nd? Okay, that was a holding on that play. So now it's 3rd and 21. This is 3rd and 21. Oof. Nobody picks up 79 coming around. He loops way over. He crosses 4 people's face. Wolford had to get that ball out. This was the right guard there should have passed to the center. It looks like he did, but then he got caught up. He couldn't. He should have blocked 53 coming in. This is how this is, or 50 coming in. And then that would have left 77 to catch 79 coming around. But these guys are new playing with each other. They've never played with each other before, except in practice. Looks like nothing going on there. Blankenship ends up missing this field goal. This goes wide right. This is a 55-yarder, so he didn't miss it by a whole lot. You didn't see the Jets try and block that at all, did they? These big boys jumped up a little bit, but not a whole lot. Usually on those long 50-yarders, they will jump high. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. The New York Jets have it on the 45. We kicked it from the 37, but they get it on the 45 because that's where the ball was placed when the kicker was coming down. 58 comes in on a blitz right here. I don't know what he's doing. He like fakes it outside. Oh, he was trying to fake this guy. And he does. He comes in, but then man, he knocks the running back down, but he doesn't have any leverage after that. He ends up falling down. That stinks. I thought he was going to have something there. And Boyle, the quarterback for the Jets, really doesn't have anybody. He's going to go deep here. Oh, did he catch that? He did. That's a 24-yard catch. That's sad. That is sad. Okay, look at this. We're getting no penetration. There's been 2 games in a row. I mean, we're blitzing here too. Delaney comes in, taking up the tackle. So we're blitzing, and we're still not getting any penetration really. Who is this in coverage? 38. He should not have let him catch that ball. Look at this. What are you doing? That's sad. It was 38. Derek Pitts, new guy. Undrafted free agent, maybe? All right, 1st and 10. They are at the Tampa Bay 31. 3 minutes and 16 seconds left and wide open. What? Dude. Okay, looks like we're doing zone. This guy screws up. What was that? 53. 53 is Brandon Boyer Randall, another undrafted free agent. These are guys that this might be the last football they ever play, especially if they keep playing like that. Here we are from the end zone angle. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we got a little bit of penetration. Is that Gaines? 93. No, Greg Gaines is 96. That's what Willington Prevalon. So many guys, I have no idea who they are. Willington Prevalon. You got to also remember they're going up against second and third stringers, or third and fourth stringers. Yeah, 53 screwed up. He's not supposed to be over here. He's supposed to be over here. And what's he do to get by this guy? Nothing really. All right. And still, we're not seeing any pushing and shoving. We saw a little bit yesterday. No pushing and shoving or guys getting up in each other's face. Why is... Yeah, I'm worried about our D-line too. And I don't know if you heard at the beginning of the stream here, Todd Bowles announced today that Logan Hall is going to be the starter defensive tackle beside Vita Vea. I'm not real happy about that. I think they feel like they have to do it just because of Hall's draft position. What is going on here? 62 just crumbles. Was that 93? He gets a little help with from 77. 77 pushes him in the back here. But still, he takes 93 to the ground. Can't have that. Leaving this a gap open. And then, who is this? 57. I've liked 57. He comes out. He gets blocked up by 77. Gets off the block there. Gets in on the tackle. This was saved by whoever that is, 38. Who is this over here? You don't want to see that. Logan Hall is the starter, announced the starter today. That's Golston. Is that Golston? Can't tell if that's 92 or 62. And we got Greg Gaines. I don't know. Logan Hall just has not shown me anything at all. As a matter of fact, the exact opposite of mediocre. You know, he's on the bad side of mediocre. He's just a dude. Almost got a tackle here, missed it. Would have been nice. This is just straight up outside zone. We missed that tackle. Oh, there was a penalty. 81 Kuntz holds right here. Yep, he holds 58. Just briefly, though. Just zip to this play. So, we got Will Golston, we got Sinat, if he'll make the team. We've got Greg Gaines. And then we got Logan Hall. I think out of all of those people, I think Logan Hall is at the bottom. To be honest with you. I'd rather see any of those guys. But, what can you do? Oh, look at that. See, there's another dropped pass by our receiver. A lot of drop passes in this game. Both teams. Boom, right here. Right off his hands. Boop. Yeah, Vita Vea is going to have to be Superman, which he's pretty darn close. Last year, I don't think his play was as good as it seems like every year it's gone down. His first year, I really thought he was going to be. I even made the statement that he was going to be better than Warren Sapp. He was going to be the best defensive tackle the Tampa Bay Buccaneers ever had. And every year he kind of declined a little bit. He got hurt, but then he showed up in 2020 for our playoff Super Bowl run, and 2021 hurt again, but for a few games, and he played okay last year. Again, he didn't have the help. We got what's his face from Chicago, who really didn't do anything. He was hurt all year, and he didn't, even when he was in, he didn't really play that well. And I think Vita's going to have that same type of help. I'm not seeing anything here. What are they even trying to do? He's just posting up, going to this. He was just hitting it right here. That was ugly. He didn't look anywhere else either, did he? Yeah, he stared this guy down this whole time. He was like, I'm going here no matter what. And he was way covered. I don't know. But hopefully Vita will step it up and really be the defensive tackle that I know he can be. Because when he plays, he's unstoppable. He literally is. Like I've said, I time the defensive tackles and our offensive linemen, and I give them both 3 seconds. To be a good defensive tackle, you've got to be broken free in 3 seconds. And to be a good offensive lineman, you've got to contain the defensive line for 3 seconds. And Vita Vea, it's rare if anybody can contain him for over 2.5 seconds. And that's every single play. Yeah, well, we haven't seen Cansey. I don't know a thing about him other than his college tape. We haven't seen him in the professional level at all, so we don't know. And is he going to be ready for the start of the season? Don't know. Okay, what happened there? Look at this again. This is 1st and 10, starting off from Tampa Bay 30 because they missed a field goal. Boom. We've got nobody open. We run 2 deep. That's it. We got 2 deep stop routes. What is this? I don't know. He gets open now. Does he throw it to him? No. That was weird. How do we run? We only run 2 receivers out, and our quarterback still gets. Oh, this is the one where Wolford gets injured. Look at all these blockers we got in there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blockers. Okay, 1 goes out for a pass. Oh my gosh, look at these guys. They're standing here looking. That's not supposed to happen. This is some Donovan Smith action here. They all got beat, and they're turned around looking at the quarterback getting squished and injured. Oh, he runs into his own. Wolford runs into whoever this dude is. Oh, this is just clown world here. 87 is on the ground. Man, okay, how do all 3 of these guys get beat? Okay, watch 97 first. Boom. Okay, he just gets around 61. I don't know what 61's doing there. This guy doesn't block anybody. It looks almost like they were going out for a screen pass and then decided not to. What in the world is this? We got 3 of our offensive linemen looking back at the quarterback. You never, ever, ever want that. It's a bad play. Okay, so then this guy gets confused. He's he's got a free shot at the quarterback. And look, he just doesn't believe it. He's like, nope, okay, I'll go at him. And then he's the one that ends up hitting the quarterback. So it looks like 97's shoulder hits Wolford in the head right there. That's a pretty good impact. Wham! You can see Wolford's head bounce right there. And this is where he gets injured. Yeah, so this was just clown car here. The whole left side of the line. Look, 69 spins out. Luckily, 68 catches him. Man, what a mess. So that's the play that Wolford got taken out on. So now we've got Trask is back in. Keystone Cops, yes. Yes, definitely. We need the Benny Hill music playing behind all that. This is just a run, right? Let's watch this. Which way do we go? It looks like you want to go this way. But what do? They're right up the middle. No, he cuts back. Right there. He's got a choice to go where he wants. So he's got this hole. We got pretty nice holes there. You see how these guys are staying back? They're not getting up in the mix. That's smart. Yeah, our linebackers, too many times, they get up in here and they get caught up in that mess. But then they stay back too far. They let the running back come to them. So good blocking by the line on this one. This could almost be holding here. That one right there depends on who. The two Jets players run into each other. This guy gets clobbered by this guy. Watch this. Bam! 45. Good block. Good block there, 45. Bam. Oh, he does that because 68 pushes him into it. There you go. 68 pushes 46 into this guy. That's funny. Bam, bam. Dominoes. Who is 68, by the way? I know we probably already called his number. Michael Nice? Michael Nice? Nice? Who knows? All right, we are 3rd and 9. The Tampa Bay 31. What do we got here? We got somebody breaking free. Yep. Does he throw it here? If he does, that's great read. No, he doesn't. Where does he throw it? It looks, he's looking that away. His arm gets hit. Yeah, he's throwing here. That might have been a touchdown, man. Look at that separation he ends up getting. If he would have thrown that right. So the ball bounces on the ground. It falls on the ground. What's up, Clack? I was wondering where you were at. Oh, yeah, he gets hit in the arm. Bam, throwing arm. Who screws up here? 76. Man, come on, dude. Got to do better than that. We're playing in the NFL now. And then 67 here. Passing off. He gets by. 72. Okay. Yeah, Trask had a possible touchdown there. Definitely a long, deep ball. That guy was going to be open. And he had nobody over top. There was no safety over top. And then, yeah, that's who he's looking at. And then his arm gets hit. That's a shame. Okay. Oh, it ends up being a penalty on 36. Defensive holding. Who's 36? Okay, do we see 36 anywhere? Let's go back and see if we can see who 36 is. All right, here's 33. This must be 36. Or this could be 36. Must be this one. Must be right here. Yeah. Who throws it? Who throws the penalty? Yep. He throws the penalty, lands right here. It was this guy. He's holding him right here. Okay. So that gives us a first down, right? On the 36. So we run it. Pick up a yard. We go this way. Oh, man, that's a nice haul. What happens? He gets a little, 38 gets just a little bit of him. Now, see, I think right here, he should have shot that hole. But instead, what he does, he goes in here, tries to get behind these guys, and then bounce out. Because if he would have just shot this away, he could have avoided 38 maybe, or whoever this is would have been able to come up and get that block in. So, anyhow, that's my critique. It's good blocking by the offensive line there. Can't be mad about that. Ooh, trying to be tricky. Oh, I remember this play. Work had you. You know, that work stuff, it interferes with life, doesn't it? Okay. So whoever this is breaks through. Almost gets a huge tackle for a loss. So he has to beat one guy. If he would have beat one guy here, look at this. He had a lot open. This guy probably could have come over and got him about right here, but he had to beat this one guy, and whoop, he tries to pull LeGarrette Blount. Let's see. We got the fake, and then boom. This guy gets by everybody here. Boom, boom. Ends up, oh, man. Holding up. He was going to be a lead blocker. 84 was going to come out and get this guy. But he got caught up by this guy. See, now he's turning around, and he's going to go out and block. Bam! No, you're not. He was going to be the lead blocker in this. But then we got the jump. Give us some ups. Oh, no. I love it. LeGarrette Blount. I remember it used to be so rare that you saw the runners jump over guys, and then LeGarrette Blount started doing it when we drafted him. Gosh, I loved LeGarrette Blount. I was so mad at Greg Schiano when he got rid of LeGarrette Blount. I could have chewed through concrete. I was so mad. God, we had the most monstrous team in 2011, 2012. And then it just all fell apart. 2010, 2011, and then 2012, we started giving everything away because the team was just so corrupt. But, I mean, gosh, you name the players we had on that team, and everybody's shocked that we did not make the playoffs or at least win a Super Bowl. I mean, you go down the line and start naming the players. I mean, we had Michael Bennett. Who was that cornerback? Gosh, I can't. My brain's not working. We had Freeman. We had LeGarrette Blount. Aqib Talib. We just had great guys. Look at this. Boom. Okay, you got this guy. This is 3rd and 12, though, so you don't want this. He tries for this out, and that's, did he get it? Does he get that? He sure does. That's a 3rd and 12. That's a great pass and a great catch. I would not have thrown this pass. I'm not going to lie to you. I would not have thrown this pass. Look at that coverage of that cornerback. Wow. You cannot be off target. That is a hard pass to do. Let alone when you got a guy draped on your receiver like that. So Trask is very accurate. He's got good control of the ball. Yes. Aqib Talib. We had Tanar Jackson. God, we had so many good players. Our offensive line they were Pro Bowl quality. And then it just all fell apart because of drugs. Oh, and remember we had that tight end, Kellen Winslow Jr. He ended up being this weird, freaky, masturbating, raping women dude. But he was a good football player. Look at that pocket. That's a nice pocket. That's a good blocking right here. Look at this. I'll take that all day long. Look how he whips his arm. What's that right arm? Whip. He's got some zing on the ball, and he's accurate. Good pocket presence. Hey, there's Dave Canales. What's he doing way down there? He is way past the first down marker. Huh. So, yeah, that football team was fantastic. But we never had in the NFL, the running backs and wide receivers didn't jump over guys. But then LeGarrette Blount started doing it. I remember the first time he did it, I was like, whoa. And he started doing it, and now you see it all the time. But LeGarrette Blount was just the master at it. He used to be a track and field guy. And he used to run the hurdles. Look at that. That's a nice hole, too. That's nice. Plus, you got the blocker coming in. 61's going to bounce out and hit this guy, I bet. No. That's what he should have done. He should have got off that block, hit here. 85's going to hit 38. Boom. But he gets past him. He gets past this guy. This is at Brown. Oh, man, if he would have got past him, he would have picked up some yards. He got 6 yards, though, so can't ever be mad about that. On a 1st and 10, that was some good blocking. I like that. So 2nd and 4. Here we go again. This is a staple play, man. We are going to see a lot of this, except this time we're not going across, are we? Oh, yeah, we are, but it's much deeper. We don't have a guy under. They're all deep. Right here, and he's open. That's who he's going to hit, I bet. But we don't have any unders or any mids. But this is that play action to one side and then boot and throw it. Worst coach ever. Are you talking about Raheem or Schiano? Because I could make a case for either one of them. Actually, I'd like Schiano. I think he had a good philosophy. He just was not ready to be an NFL head coach. That pass was a little behind him. If that pass would have been over here where it was supposed to be, that probably would have been a touchdown. But this wide receiver had to stop and come back for that pass. Lovie Smith, he was pretty bad too. I don't know. We had a real long run of bad coaches there. That was a decade of really bad football. It really sucked being a Buccaneers fan because every year we had the hopium. You had all these articles written about we've got a playoff roster. That's what they always said. We got a playoff roster, and they were right for a few years. But then Schiano kind of dismantled everything. He tried to bring in his Schiano men. And, I didn't mind some of the players, some of them not good. But then when Lovie Smith came in, he just brought in nothing but scrubs. Those guys he got from Cincinnati, remember who was it, Michael Johnson? He was a ghost, man. He didn't do anything. If he could have got this block here, that would have been nice. Other than that missed block, everybody else did all right. But Lovie Smith, he just bad. He brought in some bad guys. In his first year, or it was in his contract, Lovie Smith, that he had full control over personnel. So when Jason Light came in, he really wasn't able to do anything. It wasn't until after Lovie Smith was fired. That's when I consider Jason Light started building the team. And he did a real good job, I thought. Started bringing guys in. Cutter, I liked Cutter. He was more of a clipboard carrier. Very, very good at scheme. He was a genius offensive coordinator, I thought. Genius. The thing he did with Matt Ryan, he took Matt Ryan to the Super Bowl, and he could have thrown it there. That's pretty open. But he's already let the ball go. Okay, he threw it in the dirt. Why? Why does he throw this in the dirt? He's got this guy coming in his face. Guess it's just a broken play. Is this the same play? Yeah. Okay, let's look at it here. What happens? Yeah, he just throws it in the dirt for reasons I do not know why. It was a broken play, or he felt like he couldn't avoid this guy. He had nobody to throw it to out there. That should be intentional. Oh, that is intentional grounding, yeah. Trask, what are you doing? That was bad. Okay, so we got intentional grounding on that play. That gives us 3rd and 18 from the 34 with 11:57 to go in the fourth quarter. Oh, you didn't like Dirk Cutter, David? And Jim, you vote for Greg Schiano. Yeah. I liked Dirk as far as an offensive coordinator, but I think he was a really bad head coach. He just was not made. Some guys are made for football to be coordinators, and some guys are made to be head coaches. And Dirk Cutter was not made to be a head coach. He just did not have it in him. Because, to be a head coach, there's a lot to it. You're a people manager. It's one of the problems I have with Todd Bowles as a head coach. I don't think he's a people manager. And Bruce Arians, he's a people manager. That was a bad snap. It was low. How in the world? Okay, look at this. They set up. They've got this completely wide open. There's nobody there. And you would think, normally in this instance, this guy would come over this way. You'd think they're trying to fool you to run this way. But he doesn't. He just kind of sits there. So this is wide open. And where's he go? He goes this way. And he jumps out there. But he should have went that way right immediately. This guy, who is 25, that's Laird. He tries to hide behind the offensive line too much. See, he gets up close to the offensive line and then tries to scoot out. But these guys were going to do this. Speaking of Greg Schiano, this is a Greg Schiano scheme right here. Funneling. Greg Schiano loved to funnel. And that's what this is. You leave this open and try to funnel the runner where you want him to go. And Greg Schiano used to do this all the time. It's one of the reasons why Levante David was so good under Greg Schiano, because he funneled to David all the time. Yeah, Mike Smith was a horrible defensive coordinator. Now, I liked what Mike Smith was trying to do. His philosophy was interesting with that whole keep it in front of you. And here's McLaughlin kicking a field goal. This is good. But it just didn't work out. And he acted like he didn't really care, Mike Smith. You know, the guys just weren't. It didn't seem like they liked the system, and so they weren't trying, and he wasn't trying. So our defense just really crapped the bed, which I thought was a disservice to Dirk Koetter, because Dirk Koetter brought Mike Smith in because they were friends, and they had made an agreement that if Dirk Koetter ever gets a head coaching job, he'd bring Mike Smith in as a defensive coordinator. So you'd think Mike Smith would have tried to come in and help his friend out, but it just seemed to me like he just tried to come in and coast on his job. All right, we got a touchback here. Nothing special. Let's move on to the next play. 11:07 in the third quarter. 1st and 10. We got a few guys here pushing and shoving here. These two guys are going at it. These two guys are going at it. Little pushing and shoving. About time. Yeah. Nothing here. Nothing here. He falls on his own guy. He trips over his own guy. Yeah, these two going at it. No, they didn't with Mike Smith, but I really liked his philosophy that he was trying to develop defensively. I just don't think that the guys bought it, and I don't think he cared. You know, and I thought that it would work, and the league would start doing it a lot more, but it never caught on. You see it every now and then, but not that much. As a matter of fact, Todd Bowles has a version of it where he will have 2 or 3 deep safeties, and then he'll line up everybody else about 10 yards off the ball. They'll be right in a straight line, just like this. And it's the whole philosophy of keep everything in front of you. They're all facing this away. It's really strange looking. I mean, he'll have 5 guys lined up right on line, and 2 or 3 guys deep. But it's a variation of that Mike Smith defense. But Todd Bowles does a little bit of everything. We got a false start here on 49. 49, do we see 49? Ah, there he is. Yep. He did it. Right there, Sam. Zip. Right there. Zip. Okay. Next play. So now it's 3rd and 9. Oh, there's a penalty on this play. This guy, 48, Snowden, he's called for defensive offsides. He does not look like he's offsides to me. He might be. I mean, here's the ball. If he is, it's just by a hair. He ends up getting around the edge there. Yeah, Dirk Koetter was really screwed over by Mike Smith, I thought. He gets by him. He pressures that quarterback. That quarterback had to leave that pocket, or at least scooch. He had to scooch. And then 58, bust free. And then, yes, but it was all called back because the defensive offsides, which I don't know what to make of that. So that's 3rd and 4. Little check down pass there. Is it to the running back? Yeah. Oh, no, the tight end comes across. What's he miss? He misses. Yeah. He doesn't really miss anything. So that was 3rd and 4, and they end up getting 6 yards. So they got the first down on that. Ooh. 48 does some hand play on tackle here. Gets by him. Again, flushing the quarterback out. Now, you don't know if it's because 48 is good or 68 is bad. Because you got to remember, they've got their 3rd and 4th stringers in too. This is Green, 91. He started. He's not really doing a whole lot there. He's made a few plays, but I haven't been too impressed with him. Nothing to write home about. I don't know if he's going to make the team. 93 going nowhere, 58 going nowhere. All right. So they get the first down there. That's annoying. So this is 1st and 10. He ends up getting 3 yards on this. A couple guys pushing and shoving. Hey, Mr. Al. I was wondering where you been. We missed you yesterday. Mr. Bundy. All right, 91 gets pushed out of the way again. Yeah. He just gets manhandled there. 51. He takes up a blocker. Thank God 53 decides to scooch over. Oh, he gets off that block. He gets off that block, makes the tackle. Boom. I like that. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on, too. All right, 2nd and 7. Oh, he throws this check down. You better get this. You better get this. Yeah. Gave up 3 yards. That should have been a tackle for a loss, man. Oh, these guys are getting into it. A little shoving. It's a quick pass, so we're not going to get any penetration with the defense. 93 gets past his dude right there. He had to get rid of this ball. 93 was coming. Who did we say 93 was again? That was the Willington Prevalon. All right, 3rd and 4 here. Come on, Bucks. Let's stop them. 3rd and 4. They're going out. They got 4 receivers going out. Their running back is laying on the ground here. Don't know what's going on. This guy's jumping up in the air because he's throwing it over here to an extremely covered guy. Who gets it? Seriously? Oh, no, that's incomplete. He must have dropped it. It was good coverage. That's hard coverage right there. You got man coverage. You're playing man, and he comes in with the slant. That is hard coverage. But he's doing press. That's exactly what you want. That press really threw this guy off. Because by the time he gets back to his senses, he's got to bring his hands up. And he wasn't able to keep that ball in his hands. Damn, we brought the house. We bring all these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On a 3rd and 4. Here you go. And again, this running back, he goes to block 51 and misses. But he gets a little bit of his hip. But the 53 comes around. Boom. We got 93 again. That Willington Pavillon, he gets by 63. He's made, what? That's like his 4th play he's made. But again, going against 3rd and 4th string guys. All right, let's do one more play, and then we're out of here. we got to 7:36. All right, we'll just knock it off here. We'll say that's the one more play right there. Oof. Oh, man. All right, guys. Al, I don't know if you heard, Logan Hall was announced by Todd Bowles as being a starter today. He's going to be the starting tackle beside Vita Vea. So, don't know how we feel about that. I haven't seen anything from him. Shaquille Barrett has changed his number from 58 to number 7. That's due to something, probably his daughter. She passed away. She drowned in a pool. Horrible. I feel for the guy, man. He's one of my favorite players, and for something like that to happen is just absolutely soul-crushing. Dave Canales had his presser today talking about the preseason. He said some really good stuff that I love to hear. Big thing he said was that they were doing player evaluation in the preseason, so they weren't doing a lot of their plays, and they really want to see one-on-one football, which is that's my kind of stuff. That's why I like to see the Jimmies and Jabs. He said that's what football is all about: getting off blocks, blocking, making yards after the catch, and what you do with the football, beating the man in front of you. He said that's what they look for, and that just excited me to death. I was like, yes. So he said he's seen a lot of good stuff in the preseason. The Logan Hall stuff, it doesn't really surprise me either, but at the same time, I'm like, man, what are they looking at? I don't know. I think Greg Gaines has done better in the preseason, but then again, he's going up against the second, third, and fourth stringers. He hasn't done as much as I'd like to see him do. I don't know. Logan Hall just has not impressed me. So maybe they know something I don't, and he will do better once the season starts. All right, tomorrow we are going to finish up. We only got 7 minutes left in this game, so we'll finish up the fourth quarter tomorrow. But I want to talk about tomorrow with you guys. I want to talk about the game coming up and what we think. And plus, we'll cover all the news that's happened during the week and stuff. But I'll be back on here at 6 o'clock tomorrow for a live stream. So if you want to join me, keep me company, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, Greg Gaines is bigger. But we want that speed. Todd Bowles wants that speed. And I think he feels like Logan Hall gives him more speed. What are we doing with Tryon? I don't know. What are we going to do with Cansey? Don't know. There's a lot of question marks going into the season. But we do know that Logan Hall is announced a starter. We know that Baker Mayfield is announced as a starter at quarterback. So our team is solidifying, whether we like it or not. That's how the cookie is crumbling. So yeah, Gaines is probably going to be he's going to be rotating. Vita Vea, he plays about 60-70% of the snaps. So there's a lot of snaps to go around for Greg Gaines. We rotate guys extensively on our defensive line, so everybody will get snaps. Being a starter on this defensive line doesn't really mean a whole lot. It means you get an extra 20 snaps maybe. That's about it. But everybody ends up playing. All right. I am going to knock it off, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me. And until next time, go Bucs.